As an interior designer, I have witnessed firsthand how trends come and go, but the authenticity of your home is the one thing that should always remain the same. Authenticity is all about creating homes that breathe a sense of you, whether it be your style or the functional aspects of the way that you live. It's also about making sure that every design decision aligns with your values, making sure that your investment is well spent. With the rise of design trends every single year, it's easy to get swept up in the motions. But the key to timeless interiors lies within confidence and intuition. Trusting your instincts and making intentional design decisions is essential in making a home that truly reflects who you are. And sometimes that means acknowledging when a trend isn't quite right for you, your personality, your style preferences, or your space. In this guide, I'm going to highlight some of the trends that I've already highlighted in my 2025 interior design trends video. Go check that one out if you haven't already. In this video, however, I'm spending more time differentiating the differences between needs and wants and identifying things that truly align with you. I'm going to explain why each trend may not work for everyone and provide suggestions on how you can adapt these trends so that you don't lose your personal sense of style. Let's talk about color drenching. Color drenching is when a single space is enveloped by one particular color. This includes ceiling, walls, trims, all in the form of paint. It's an intense look that makes a space feel quite immersive and vibrant. You may find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the idea of one shade of color throughout an entire space. Don't worry, you're not alone. The all-encompassing hues in this trend may feel a little intense to those of you who like a more neutral palette and a more traditional approach to interior design. It can also be difficult to incorporate other design elements without clashing or feeling too busy. Here's how to shift your perspective on color drenching. If you like the idea of adding a bold color but feel a drench may be too much for you, look to a monochromatic color scheme instead. Use varying shades of the same color, lighter and darker tones in the same hue. This creates depth as seen in the trend of color drenching without overwhelming the space. In this way, you're embracing the trend, but in a more refined and controlled way. Limewash is a natural textured wall finish that is gaining popularity for its earthy, sumptuous feel. It's an eco-friendly application that offers a unique and rustic look. Limewash can feel permanent and intimidating, especially if you're unsure about committing to a single finish. It's quite a distinct look that could date easily and is quite labor-intensive to apply to the walls. I know because I did it in my daughter's room myself, and I can tell you it is a difficult trend to reverse or alter. If you're drawn to the earthy texture of Limewash but aren't ready to commit, exploring paint options may be the way to go for you. Mimic the look for a similar aesthetic with paint to avoid the permanence and the overcomplicated installation. The goal is to create a look that feels timeless and real without forcing a trend. Wellness in Design focuses on creating spaces that promote wellness in lifestyle and routine. It includes everything from air purification to circadian lighting to luxurious spa-like bathrooms. However, not everyone has the budget to create a full-fledged sanctuary in their home. The trend can be costly and may feel unattainable, which is ironic because the point of the whole trend is to make you feel more at peace and well-rounded. However, if you're working with a modest home and budget, there are some workarounds and perspective we can utilize. Instead of expensive wellness features, let's focus on attainable, long long-term solutions that are integrated with your everyday routine. You can prioritize natural light, or create a reading nook, or experiment with aromatherapy. There are varying ways to explore this trend without committing to a walk-around tub. I feel like the best perspective shifts that we can take on for this trend are outside the realm of interior design. Embracing a clutter-free atmosphere and attaining mindful practices without outfitting your whole home for wellness. Mixing wood and metal is this ongoing debate. Every 5 years it shifts up. Do we match our wood tones? Do we not? Do we integrate all gold, all silver? We don't ever really know, do we? And this is the point of this video, because so many trends are fleeting and you can get easily sucked into spending a large amount of money on something that is going to date itself within a short number of years. Mixing wood tones and metal in one space can often provide a very eclectic, lived-in feel. However, it may not be for you if you love a more simple, refined home. Not everyone loves the contrast of silver and gold together, or a nice white oak with a dark mahogany. And if that's you, that's perfectly okay. The constant back and forth debate of whether we should mix metal finishes or wood tones is completely overwhelming. Also, if you have a more cohesive aesthetic, the mixing of the two can actually come across quite jarring. The key here is to focus on what makes you happy. Wallpaper on the ceiling is making waves in 2025. It provides a dramatic, eye-catching statement that turns a ceiling into an art piece. Whether it's a bold pattern or a subtle texture, it adds an extra layer of interest to any room. Wallpaper, however, can be a difficult and expensive undertaking, especially when you're using gravity against yourself. Not to mention, if you get tired of the design, it is equally difficult to uninstall later on. If you're looking for a dramatic touch to your space, let's stay where gravity's our friend. Utilizing oversized art or applying a wall mural can have a very similar effect in intensity. A similar impact without the permanent commitment. This allows for flexibility, so you can change your decor as your taste evolves. If you're feeling hesitant about the trends for 2025 but still want to partake fully in one, I would suggest the Nancy Meyers theme. It is the most flexible interior design theme, and it's coming across as a trend, but it has been here for decades. It's a charming and welcoming look that can feel both curated as well as relaxed and lived in all at once. It allows for multiple decades of interior design elements to come together into one space and do it effectively. The warmth and authenticity in this particular design trend is something that is exactly the notion behind this entire video. Be yourself in interior design. Don't feel forced into creating a look that doesn't align with who you are and how you live. If you'd like to explore the Nancy Meyers design theme further, I have created a whole video on the subject. You should go over and check it out. If you like this content and my channel, I would be so appreciative if you would subscribe to it and like and comment on this video. It makes all the difference and allows me to continue showing up as authentically as I am and bring interior design advice directly into your home.